If you're looking for a cardio circuit workout that works your whole body using a Medball or a dumbbell, this is the one. Now, of course, you don't have to use anything. We'll be working our whole body, upper, lower, and core. I'll be showing modifications for intensity and impact throughout the workout. All you need is one dumbbell or a Medball and a mat. If you're ready, let's get started. All right, so just take it side to side. Reach and pull. All right, 4 more. Okay, circle one arm. Keep your feet apart. All right, 4 more. 2 more. Okay, you're gonna reach to the corner. Turn your hip, lift your heel. We wanna start rotating through that body. Now we have a lot of rotational exercises today. Remember to always move at your own speed, okay? Now reach a little higher for the ceiling. Up, lift up, go down and up with the legs. Just to get that heart rate up. Get that blood flow into the muscles. Leg curl, pull back. Pull that heel up. Now just a word of warning. We will be going down to the floor for every block. Just one exercise, so make sure you have a towel or a mat. Knee lift, pull to the side. All right, 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Tap forward, leg back, reach forward. Ooh, I set all of that. Tip forward. Now remember, I always move on beat. You don't have to, it doesn't matter at all. Leg side, arm side, then switch. Lift up. Lift up, thumbs up. Lift with the side of your foot. 2 more, here's your last one. Feet apart, give me a squat. Sit back. Last 4. So we're gonna add to this. So go down and then straighten your legs, staying down there. Come up. Should feel the hamstrings on that. Make sure you've got back support. All right, now come down and round release that back. Oh. I can't do that without grunting. 4, 3, come all the way up, right leg forward, hinge back, come up. Remember, shift that hip back. Should feel that in the hamstring. Last one. Okay, we're gonna switch legs. Go. Oh. Last one. We're gonna step wide and do a sway lunge going this way. Okay, nice and wide. Last 4. 2 more. Little pause here, and then switch. Last 4. 2 more. Here's your last one. Slide that foot in, bring the arms forward and back, hinge. Up, back. Are you starting to get warm? I hope so. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it. Okay, take it down, up. All right, last 4, and then we're gonna grab that med ball. If you're not ready for it, don't grab it. Do the first block without weight. All right, I'm gonna grab mine. Okay, so we're gonna start with a sumo stance. You're gonna come down, you're gonna press up. Up to you how deep you wanna go. All right, here we go. You have 1 minute. Up. Remember, you do not have to move on the beat, unless that's your thing. But don't do it if you're sacrificing your form. If it feels too fast, don't make that sacrifice. It's not worth it. So as you get warmer, you can start thinking about going a little bit deeper in that squat. Press those knees back. Really open up. You're halfway. Each one is 1 minute. So you could be using a dumbbell, you could be going slower, you could be going all the way to the floor. Lots of options here. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna reach and twist, reach and twist. In 4, 3, 2, go. Reach, reach. Oh, that feels good. So you can always keep that dumbbell or the Medball close to you if that lever, that full reach is too much, or the way you have is too heavy. Turn your chest with that resistance, okay? Remember, you don't have to turn your head if it makes you dizzy. Trying to get that knee above hip level if you can. So hopefully you're noticing your heart rate going up. Now I'm one of those people, I can't keep turning my head or I get dizzy. Okay, you got one more each way. All right, rest. You have a squat press, okay? 4, 3, 2, go. So down, press. Now I'm gonna try not to go on beat, because I don't want it interfering with my form. So see how you could easily use a dumbbell for these. I just find it more comfortable to use a ball. It's easier to grip. Get down in that squat. This is very cardio driven, I know. Okay, halfway. Then we're going down to the floor, so you can get ready for that. Looking good. How do you feel? Okay, last one. Okay, we have a plank with a knee in. You could use this. Now, of course, if you have a dumbbell, you could be on your dumbbells, or you can have your hands on the floor. I'm gonna try it on my ball. Obviously, if you're balanced on something round, there's some stability there. Okay, so if you don't feel comfortable with that, old-fashioned plank, hands down or elbows. Okay? Okay, in. Good, keep that core really tight. So depending also on the size of your ball, a bigger ball is going to have more surface contact, right? Or am I off with that? As soon as I started thinking deep thoughts. So what I don't want you to do is have your butt up in the air, okay? Remember, you could be here. You could be holding a plank. Just make sure your butt's not up in there. That's the most common thing I see. Curl under and pull your navel in. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, give me one more each way. We're gonna stand up. Last one. All right, bring yourself up. Bring it with you. Okay, I proclaim the warm-up done. So you could go heavier if you want. We're gonna repeat those 4 exercises. How do you feel? Remember, get water anytime you need to. We got that sumo reach overhead. 4, 3, 2, go. Down, up. Now I'm gonna go faster because I'm warmed up. Semi, kind of. The older I get, the longer it takes. Remember, you don't want to be so close that your knees are going out, okay? Like some kind of ballet move. Nothing against ballet. That's going to help your hips get lower too. Remember, you're hinging from the hip. You're never rounding to get down there. It's not worth it, okay? Just focus on how deep you can get with a squat. Keep that chest lifted. Drive into those heels. You only have 10 seconds. And then we got that knee twist. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Remember that knee twist. Extended or close to you. Feet about hip width apart. Ready, set, go. Turn your chest in the direction that you're reaching. Remember, it could be smaller lever. You're still rotating. You can make that knee smaller. Lots of ways to personalize this for how you're feeling today. Remember, you want to challenge yourself. You always want to kind of skate the edge there. They say that in yoga a lot. Find your edge. But that's how the body works. It will try to maintain where it is unless you give it a reason not to. Come on, reach. If you're extending, really reach. Okay, almost there. 3, 2, 1. We got that squat, front press, squat, front press. I don't know why the Medball makes it feel different. It's just more fun. 3, 2, doesn't matter which way you go, okay? Push out. Act like you're gonna throw the ball. Push, pull. Push, pull. You can even make it bigger. I started teaching in the 90s. I was 8. No, I'm just kidding. And everything was high impact. And then we, just like everything in life, pendulum swing, low impact. And then we're like, high impact's bad. Then it's low impact is bad. Remember, there always needs to be a balance. Everything is somewhere in between, right? Just like a bell curve. A little bit of impact puts the stress on your bones that you need. It doesn't have to be all out, crazy. One more. Here's the plank knee in. You could make it a little different than last time. You could be on the ball. You could be on the elbows. And then we're done with block 1. All right. 3, 2, get your plank first, and then knee in. Now the knee in is just there to make it more challenging. So if you're struggling just with a plank, work on the plank first. Don't go right to a harder version of something, because you might still be working on stability and strength in your core. Just do that. There's plenty of time to advance something. But if it feels like, oh yeah, I can totally do this and it's comfortable, time to step it up a little bit. Remember, you don't have to do it the whole time. Do it for a little bit, hold the plank, do it for a little bit. Just like when you're working on increasing your mileage when you run a little bit, you walk a little bit. And then you slowly start increasing the amount of time you're running and decreasing the amount of time you're walking. And time. Bring it up. Block 1 complete. Okay, water break. You got about 30 seconds. I'll show you the next 4 moves. Now, if you ever see me running, start running because something's chasing me. Just ask my husband what kind of colorful language I use when I have to run. It's not feminine or attractive. Definitely some colorful language there. Okay, lift and lift. That's your first move. And I'll tell you the rest when we get there, okay? So remember, try to tip forward. You can always keep it like this. Are you ready? Okay. That extension of the arms is gonna add. See if you can pause. Tip, but don't drop your chest, okay? Extend. Now you're working the back side of your body. Make sure you have a little bend in that standing leg. I frequently put this exercise in workouts because this is what my physical therapist has me do. I figure if it's good for me, it's good for all of us, right? As soon as those arms go out and the leg goes out, really brace. So think of bracing. People have asked me before, what does that mean? It's not sucking in. Think of it as like, I'm gonna punch you. Your first impulse is to go, tense up. That's bracing. But I don't want you to hold your breath, okay? We're still going. Remember, this one is not about speed. It's about challenging your balance. Okay, 10 seconds. See how far you can reach. For some people, it's like, all I care about is burning as many calories as possible because I'm trying to lose weight. Rest. So they just do lots and lots and lots of cardio. Then they neglect strength. Or it's the other way around. Most everyone neglects mobility. Mobility, stability, you gotta include that. There's that balance again. Okay, that bell curve. Okay, you're gonna go down, up, down, up. Lots of squats in this workout. And if you find that squatting in and out is distracting, just circle, okay? Up, then out. So you're going in the direction of the leg going out. And sometimes if a move feels awkward, maybe it's just not a move or a movement pattern you're really comfortable with. Just take it a little slower. Doesn't mean you're not good at it and you should give up. We had this discussion in my in-person class yesterday. Doing things that we don't feel like we're good at, right? Up and over. Up and over. Now you could be holding that plank, whoa, and then just going the other way. The plank squat. I know the difference, but my mouth doesn't. So even though I'm reaching overhead, that side, don't cut that short. Okay, you're working all across that core. So often people think of core as abs. That's part of it. Especially if you've had children or any kind of abdominal surgery. It takes a while for that to come back. Okay, one more each way. All right, rest. Okay. This one is a hinge with a twist. Now everybody knows I'm unhinged. Just ask my husband. Now my husband is like the nicest person. I don't know how I ended up with him. I like to tell him he's wasted on me. So you're gonna hinge, side, side, come up. Side, side, come up. Okay, let's start. Side, side. Turn, turn. Remember, your eyes don't have to go with it, okay? So if you like to play any kind of sport, tennis, pickleball, golf, they all require rotation, okay? I can't think of a sport that doesn't. Fencing? No? You're so right. I don't know. We all need to train rotation. I love twisting movements. To me, they feel good. If you want to, lift your heel, bring it up. How does this move feel to you? I know some moves, it's like, oh, that feels great. I love that move. Other moves, I'm like, I feel awkward. It usually requires some kind of dancing. Okay, one more each way. Okay, we've got a sit-up or crunch to a twist. So come down. All right, let's see if I can not. I might have my head up the whole time. Okay, so sit up, twist, twist. Okay, or crunch, twist, twist. The ball or the weight in front of you actually helps you get up. Remember, you don't have to do a full sit-up. And a lot of times I see this. They're just turning their arms. They're not rotating through the torso. So even if you keep that lever smaller and you don't reach, turn the torso, okay? Remember, you're moving at a speed that works for you. Never feel like you have to keep up with someone else, okay? Unless you're racing that person, it doesn't matter. That's what I find interesting about hyper-competitive people. Usually, I'm gonna say this and someone's not gonna like it, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. Hyper-competitiveness is a form of insecurity. Come on, deep down inside, you know that's true. Just like somebody who's like, oh no, I don't compete, if it's coming from a place of insecurity, right? One more. We're all insecure in some way. All right, bring it up. Okay, take your time. Don't feel like you have to Bruce Lee jump up, okay? Okay, we gotta repeat that. So we got this move. So if you're feeling it and you're like, oh, I need to rest, put the weight down and just go through the movement. Just get the movement. Okay, don't worry about burning lots of calories. Okay, here we go. What percentage of your total calories burned do you think your workouts contribute? So out of 100%, what do you think? What percentage do you guess? Huh? I said this in class yesterday and I got all kinds of numbers. 5 to 15%. And someone was like, he's kind of a smart ass. It's one of the things I like about him. He goes, what if you ran a marathon? Well, obviously you'd be at the higher end, 15%. But people aren't running marathons every day. I hear about people doing that, but they don't do it. They do it to prove something. I admire that, but most people don't do that, okay? Just remember, most of the calories that you burn is just existing and being alive. And then it's just all the little movement you get in throughout the day. Getting up and walking to the fridge. Getting up and going to the bathroom. Combing your hair. Fixing food. That burns more calories than your workout does. I'm a big believer in that people should not track calorie burn. One more. I know some people don't like it when I say that. And that's when I say, what is it about that statement you don't like? You know? Okay, I'm gonna stay in one position. We got that squat circle, okay? Here we go. And if you use the word control when you're justifying tracking calorie burn, therein lies the issue. Wow, I am on a soapbox today. Up. Now see, I'm straightening and bending. Okay, so just remember that calorie tracking devices, especially ones we're wearing on our wrist, are wildly inaccurate. Sometimes it can create a transactional mindset between your food intake and your exercise. I have heard many times over the last 25 years of being in this field, somebody go, I ate too much yesterday, I gotta burn an extra 500 calories today. That is not a healthy mindset, okay? See if you can make it bigger. All right, I'll give you a break for my rants. So if you take my in-person classes, you're like, yeah, that you'll always do this. I do. One more. Okay, we got the hinge twist. I like this movement. So down, twist. Oh, that feels good. 3, 2, go. Yeah, you get on YouTube and it's like burn up to 1,000 calories and the word up to is microscopic. My first job was at a women's gym, and the cardio machine reps would come in trying to get us to buy equipment. If you've worked in a gym, you've dealt with these people. They're nice, but it's like a pharmaceutical salesperson. Not that I've ever dealt with them, but one of them, it was when ellipticals first came out. I know, it's hard to believe that there was a time they didn't exist. And I noticed that they let us have them in the gym so our members could try them to see if they would like them. And people saw the calorie burn and they were all on them. We had to put a sign-up sheet for them. One more. So I asked the rep and he goes, they're gonna elevate the numbers because then we can sell more ellipticals. He said the most accurate one, treadmill, because it's been around the longest. But I'll say it again, don't live your life around that calorie burn. It's not a healthy place to be. Sit up to a twist or a crunch, okay? Side. I think that we have got a distorted view of what is healthy. I mean, you could say that we probably always have, but it seems to be even more pronounced. We think that we have to be super lean, six-pack abs, super lean arms, where you can see all the muscle fibers, and that's healthy. And if you think that, I've got news for you. For a large majority of women, that is not healthy. There's a lot to health that is beyond your looks. Okay, we have one more. All right, bring yourself up. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get a sip. Remember, drinking water. Your body's mostly water. You need to hydrate. I am notoriously bad about hydration. I always have been. I don't know why. Okay, so we have okay, so half the time this way, and I'll count down and we'll switch. 3, 2, go. I want you to turn your feet up. If you feel like this is hard to control with the weight, take your arms. You can even link your fingers together. If they're together, easier. Apart is harder. I want you to push off that leg. With some of my older clients, they're usually afraid to do that rotation, but it's super important, right? You're like, she's a chatty Cathy today. Yeah, I am. 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. Down. Pivot. Pivot. Do you automatically think of that Friends episode? Pivot. Remember, you don't have to turn your head with the ball. Can you go a little deeper? You don't have to. Just try one. Unless you're coming back from injury or you're just getting back into working out. Remember, you got to ease in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got reverse lunges. You knew there was going to be a lunge in there. Even when I don't want to do it. So you're going to twist, twist. Okay, 3, 2, we're alternating. Take your time. So you're turning. I'd say almost every move that we're doing has some kind of rotational aspect. Keep that front knee. Watch this. Make sure it doesn't cave in. Okay? Think about using that glute muscle. That's why sometimes I'll use a booty band in things like squats, RDLs. So you get used to being aware of using that glute, using those hips. See if you can go a little deeper. Take a nice long stride. If you're taking a short stride, you don't want this. Okay, long stride, even if you don't go all the way down. Okay, you can work on that depth over time. Okay, one more each way. 3, 2, 1. You didn't see that. That never happened. Okay. Easy. First, I got to coordinate it in my mind. All right. Pull, 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 pull. Okay? Start. Now think about getting that heel to your butt. Again, rotation, but you're also pulling back. Think of like you're elbowing somebody back there, right? I'm taking the hand to the opposite side of the leg curling, but if you do it on the same side and it feels okay for you, then do it. Get that elbow back. This hand is pushing, this hand is pulling, right? Which one do you think is going to be stronger? Probably the push. But try to keep those hips stable. Come on, get that heel up. Unless you're like deliberately making it smaller, be mindful of your movement. I'd rather you do like 10 seconds really challenging yourself than, remember, if you've got your reasons, I totally get that. You got to hear about all my injuries all the time. 3, 2, 1. And the reason I have them, I ignore them until I can't. Don't be like me. Okay, on the floor, have a seat. The ball is just a prop. You don't even have to use anything, okay? Turn your fingertips whatever way feels good to you. You're gonna go up and over, up and over. All right, time starts now. So that ball doesn't have to be there. It's just a visual aid. So, bracing your core, breathing. You want to make it harder, straighter leg. Straighter leg. If that bothers your back, bend the knees. Remember, if there's weakness here, This is gonna have to work harder than it should to compensate for your abdominals. So that's okay, just work on getting stronger. We all are where we are, right? If I let it, sometimes it bothers me that I'm not in the same shape I was when I was 40. I'll be 54 next month. And then I think, I'm doing pretty good. We all have that voice in our head that's constantly criticizing us, right? But if we were to we would never talk to like that, even to somebody we didn't like. I wouldn't. All right, rest, come up. Unless you're a mean person. Usually the most critical people are the people that are most critical of themselves. This is the last block, okay? So I'm gonna shuffle and reach. I'm gonna show you options here. So right now I'm just holding the ball. Or I'm gonna circle, 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 reach out. Circle, 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 reach out. You could even step. Now watch your footing. Now if you don't have a lot of space, you could use the length of your mat, okay? I just want to get some lateral movement in there. Remember, you're turning. So you're turning this foot out so you're not twisting that knee, right? Ooh. Looking good. Woo. Feeling my arms. Okay, here's your last one. Rest. Ooh, I felt my biceps. Okay, front press, leg lift. All right, here we go. Now this one you can round forward. You're getting shoulders, you're getting tricep, a little bit of upper chest. Hip flexors are working. So if you have really tight hamstrings like me, your leg might be bent. If you've got the flexibility for it, you can get those legs straight. I do recommend you extend the leg. You don't always want to substitute a bent knee, because then think about what that bent knee is. Pulling the hamstring in. We want to let that hamstring go. Okay, with control, of course. 10 seconds. Pull those abs in. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna get both sides. I have to be even. 2 more exercises. Just 2 more. We got curtsies. So you're gonna reach down. Reach down. Okay? I'm doing a little figure 8 for some reason. You don't have to. Okay, time starts now. If a curtsy is something you struggle with, don't worry about what the ball's doing. Just work on your curtsy, okay? You want this knee and toe, same angle, okay? Drive into that heel, step the knee back and then toward the floor. So, sometimes I see people will bring it toward their back knee. Think about aiming it for the floor instead, okay? Remember, it doesn't have to be deep. You want to work toward that though. As you get, your strength improves. Always making progress. No matter how old you are, a lot of times people are like, well, I'm just too old now. And I'm like, how old are you? 45. 45? Come on. What are you going to do if you live to be 90? Spend the next 45 years of your life in pain, out of breath? No, you want to feel good. You know that word, there's health span, there's lifespan. You want a good health span. You want to be able to do the things you enjoy and not hurt all the time, not get out of breath, right? Last exercise. You have options here. I always try to give you options. I'm going to double up my mat. Now, some people have sensitive knees, and I totally get that. Kneeling. Now, it helps if you're not forward into these, if you kind of rock back a little bit, just a little bit. Take the pressure directly off the kneecap. You could be standing for this or squatting for this. Okay, narrower, more challenging, farther apart, easier. Figure 8. Chest follows the ball. What's the difference between this and standing? When you're standing, your legs are helping with the stability. That's why the narrower your stance is, the less they can help. So kneeling, you notice your core works harder. See if you can get that ball farther away. Yeah. Have I told you you're awesome today? I don't think I have. You are. You showed up. I don't care if you've got a little pink weight in your hand, okay? You showed up. We're always finding a way. You know, look at the weight I'm holding. Oh. Stop that. Encourage yourself. Come on. Come on, rotate. Stop beating yourself up. You know what? Some people are like, if I'm nice to myself, I won't motivate myself to work harder. That's not true. What happens when you criticize yourself? You just like, what's the point? I suck. I'm never going to get it perfect, especially if you're a perfectionist. Come on. Push it. Remember, it's not about perfection. 3, 2, 1. But bring it up. If you're always striving for perfection, you're going to be more likely to give up, because as soon as it's not perfect, you're like, what's the point? What's the point? That's all or nothing, black or white thinking. It does not help you in any way, shape, or form. All right. You good? I saw you working hard. Don't tell my husband I high-fived you, because I make fun of him for doing that all the time. Our little secret. Sometimes he watches my workouts though, so I have to be careful. Honey, I love you. Okay, feet apart. Relax. Big inhale. Exhale. Oh, this music is so relaxing. Exhale. One more. Okay, take the arms back. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and together. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. Take it up higher, keeping it behind you. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. A lot of shoulder work. Okay, we want to release that. Now bring your elbows in, chin down, and gentle pressure, shoulders down. Releasing the traps. Sometimes, especially if you have some shoulder mobility issues, the traps, the back of the neck, they tend to work a little harder than they should. Bring it up, over to the side, reach that hand down. Bring it up, other way. Okay, bring it center. Take it up overhead, grab that wrist, bend those knees. Over to the side. Now really lift up. It's not this. I want you to extend, really reach that. Feel that stretch down your side. If you need that support for your back, take it. Okay, if that helps you to reach a little further. Other way. I was a little bit stiff coming in here, but I feel so much better. Bring it in, take the hands to the thighs, come down, release that lower back. Oh. And then go again. And then bring it up. One leg forward, just like we did in the warm-up. Shift back, release the hamstring. When I was on vacation, I did a lot of my stretching and physical therapy stuff because I had nothing else to do. I use an app. Hopefully, I don't know if your insurance covers it, but I didn't know about it until they reached out to me. Hinge Health, it's an app. And you meet with a physical therapist, switch sides. And it's free. Insurance covers it, hopefully. You look into it. I didn't know we had it. It's an app, and it has a timer, and it's showing, they take you through this. You talk to the physical therapist, and they watch you do certain movements. And I love it. And you can keep doing it. So they're like, do you want to continue? It's free. And I'm like, heck yeah. Oh, come up. All right, come down. Let's one last thing. It's up to you how deep you want to get on this. Press back, lift your chest. Let's see if I can get a little closer. So press back with the elbows, trying to keep that chest lifted. If that is not comfortable for you, you can always be up here. Just try to open up and lift the chest. Okay, hands on your thighs. Slowly roll up. Big inhale. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. Thank you for working out with me. I will see you next time. Bye. You did such an amazing job. I am so proud of you for showing up for yourself. How do you feel? Tell me in the comments. How do you feel? You should be proud of yourself. All right? Now, if you'd like a longer stretch, relaxation, check this out right here. If you would like something a little more strength focused, a little less cardio focused, check this out right here. Say hi in the comments. I'll see you next time.